I'm Yuki. I'm in 8th grade. I live with my mom, but she doesn't like me very much. When she drinks, she always tells me she should have never had me and throws stuff at me. I always have to calm her down. She doesn't work. She's always gambling. I'm pretty sure that's why my dad left her. Whenever she wins money, she goes to this bar. She usually drinks too much and ends up having relations with random guys she met at the bar. And she usually gets with divorced guys with kids. I guess like minds attract. So every time she brings them home, I get new sisters and or brothers. When they're older than me, it's not that big of a problem. But when they're young, like under 10, it's pretty bad. Mom was addicted to gambling, so she didn't look after them. Most of the time, I ended up looking after them. And she doesn't even leave me any money. If I had money, at least I can cook for them. She uses all the money we get for gambling. I delivered newspapers to make a living. Then, 6 months later, she never stayed with the same guy for more than 6 months. So every few months, I had a new brother or a sister. I can't wait to get out of this house. Then it was summer. I was 14. That's when it happened.
Hey, you!
What the?
Baby.
What?
Well,
Wow! It was a newborn baby.
Look after it.
Where did she come from?
She's your sister. Have fun.
Then she passed out. I found some paperwork in the stroller. Her name was Sakura Busujima. I thought she was just getting fat. I had no idea that Mom was pregnant. What? I don't know how to take care of a baby. What do I do? Are you hungry? She needs to feed her. I guess not. I had this nice neighbor who also had a baby recently. I went over there and got some powdered milk.
It must be tough for you.
Yeah,
If you need anything, just ask.
thank you. But I couldn't raise her on my own. I needed Mom's help. I'll talk to her when she wakes up. But then, the next day, she was gone.
Take care of the baby. I won't be coming home.
Mom! What the hell? What do you mean you're not coming back?
What do you think it means? I'm not coming back.
What do you mean? What about Sakura?
Sakura?
The baby you handed me yesterday!
Oh, so that's her name. You raise her.
I can't! I'm still in junior high!
You'll be fine.
How can you say that, Mom?
Oh, come on. It's just a baby.
Wait, is she yours?
No.
But you were getting pretty fat. I thought,
What? Shut up. Someone paid me to take her.
what? You can't just sell babies like that! That's illegal!
Hey, I just got paid to take her off someone's hand. Think of it like recycling or something.
How can you say that about a baby?
What? Nobody wants her, so... Hey, I guess you guys have something in common.
Mom, I know you never liked me, but how can you just hand me a baby like this? And you run off with the money? How can you do that to me?
You talking back to me now? Huh? I'm the one who raised you.
Just come home. I gotta go to school.
Just put her in a foster home or something. I don't care.
You're terrible.
Whatever. I'm gonna live it up from now on. Stay out of my way.
Mom, seriously? Mom, answer me! But she never did. She blocked me. I'm sorry, but I can't raise you myself. But I realized that I was the only one that could save her. If I put her in some institution, I'm no better than Mom. I decided to raise her myself. But I had school, so I couldn't do it alone. I asked my neighbors for help. I helped them around the house, and in return, I asked them to watch Sakura for me during the day. Some offered to call the city office for us, but that would put both of us in foster care, and I couldn't have that. After graduating junior high, I started working. My neighbors told me I could go to high school if I wanted to, but I didn't want to trouble them any longer. I put her in nursery school while I worked. I was still a teenager. It wasn't easy, but seeing her grow up was so rewarding. I told her that I wasn't her real father when she was in elementary school. I was really young, so she was gonna find out sooner or later. I thought sooner was better. I don't think she understood everything, but she got the idea. Fast forward a few years, Sakura was now in high school.
Let's go out this weekend.
This weekend?
Yeah, I want to go see a movie.
Sorry, but I got work.
Again?
Sorry.
You're working so hard.
Yeah, but Daddy didn't even go to high school, so I gotta put in the hours.
Hey, what did we say about calling yourself Daddy?
Oh, sorry. You don't like that?
No,
Why not?
I just don't.
But you used to call me Daddy all the time when you were little.
That doesn't matter. Just stop pretending to be my dad.
Sorry.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
It's okay. You're a teenager. I get it. Plus, it's true. I'm not your dad. I mean, I'm 30 years old, so...
That's not what I meant. You didn't even hear me out. Listen to me.
Sorry.
That's why you're single, you know?
Sorry.
So, you know.
Huh? What?
I'm saying I'll be your wife.
Huh?
So?
Is this some kind of prank?
It's not a prank.
Wait, my daughter is asking me to marry her?
Stop calling me that. I'm not your daughter.
I was so confused. My daughter was furious with me. Except she wasn't my daughter. Sure, we're not related by blood, but to me, she was my daughter and... Hey, Sakura, listen, I'm flattered really. But I've been looking after you since you were a baby and...
So, you're saying no?
No, that's not it at all, but...
Fine, I get it.
Sakura, please come home tonight, okay?
No worries, I'll just pretend this never happened.
And she did. She came home as if nothing happened. I was still shook though. I gotta straighten up. Get it together. Then I got an unexpected text the next day.
Long time no see.
Hello there. Nice to meet you. Mom? And who are you?
It's the baby's dad.
Sakura's dad? Thanks for taking care of her. What do you want? I want her back. What? She's my daughter.
She's in high school now, right? Give her back to him.
Are you kidding me? Seriously? You paid my mom to get her off your hands, and now you want her back? She's a human being. What's wrong with you? I paid your mom already. This isn't about money.
Just settle down and hand her over, okay?
No. This isn't your call. What did you say? She's my daughter. Legally speaking, I looked into you. You barely make enough money to support her. You didn't even go to high school. You sure you can provide for her? What? Let's let Sakura decide. But why now? Because I need her now. What? It's none of your business. Just ask her. Tell her she can have anything she wants if she comes back to me. Fine.
Don't try anything funny. I already got the money. If this doesn't work, I gotta give him back the 5 million yen. And I already spent the money, so you have to pay him.
I was so upset. Money, money, money. But he had a point. Can I really provide for her? If she says she wants to go to college, she would probably have to take out a student loan. But I had no choice. I called her up. I was hoping she'd say no to the offer, but...
Okay,
What?
I'll go live with my real dad.
Sakura!
Thanks for everything.
And it was over. Just like that. She left me. Ah! I cried all night long. My life felt empty. I lost all meaning in life. She was everything to me. And now she was gone. All I could do was drink myself to sleep every night. Then 7 years went by. I was 37 now. I still had the same dead-end job. Then,
Hello, I'm Sakura Busujima. Nice to meet you all.
Sakura? It was her. She started working at the same place as me. I haven't talked to her in 7 years. She was all grown up. She was really beautiful. But I didn't know what to say to her. It's probably better if I don't say anything. After work was over, I snuck out and tried to go home. But then...
Hey,
Huh?
why are you running from me?
Well,
You really think it's a coincidence that I'm here?
it's not?
You know how many companies there are in this country?
But wait, why did you...
I'm all grown up. I'm pretty, right?
Yeah.
I waited 7 years.
Huh?
I don't look like a kid anymore, right?
Huh? Wait,
It felt like forever, but I did it.
seriously?
You can't say no now.
Oh,
Wait, you're still gonna say no?
well, actually,
I win.
she thought I said no to her the first time because we were too close. That's why she decided to go live with her real dad for 7 years, so I'd say yes. And it worked. Plus, she got some sweet revenge on her real dad and my mom. Turns out her real dad was an entrepreneur, and Sakura was one of his mistress's babies. At first, he needed to get rid of her, but after years of trying, he couldn't have kids with his real wife. So he decided to take Sakura back. He even got a TV station to do a whole special about the touching family reunion story. That's when she struck. At first, she went with the flow to gain his trust. But then when the time came, she told the world about the truth.
He started panicking on live TV. It was hilarious.
Then she went to the police and told them everything they did to us.
They're in jail now.
Good job, Sakura. That's my daughter. Oh, wait. My wife. Anyways, I'm happily married now. I'm much older than her, but she bosses me around all the time. But I don't care. I'm just glad I get to be with her again. And just the other day, we found out that she was pregnant. Can't wait to start a new family with her. Let us out!